the bold and the beautiful spoilers. 3 must-see moments that will rock the week of February 16th to 20th, 2026. The week of February 16th to 20th, 2026 is shaping up to be one of the most emotionally intense stretches the bold and the beautiful has delivered in months. With a medical emergency threatening one of the show's most iconic figures, simmering rivalries boiling over, and forbidden desire edging closer to exposure, the CBS soap is firing on all cylinders. At the center of the drama are 3 must-see moments that promise lasting fallout. Eric Forrester's alarming health crisis, Ivy Forrester's covert surveillance of Will Spencer, and the dangerously unresolved chemistry between Taylor Hayes and Deacon Sharp. Each storyline taps into long-running themes of legacy, loyalty, temptation, and truth, and none of them are likely to resolve cleanly. Here's a detailed look at what viewers can expect as the week unfolds. 1. Secret designers, family tensions, and crushing pressure. The seeds of the week's biggest shock are planted early, as Eric Forrester's controversial return to work continues to generate tension within the Forrester family. Eric has made it clear that being pushed toward retirement felt like a betrayal. While Rich Forrester may have believed he was acting out of love and concern, Eric interpreted the move as an attempt to sideline him before he was ready. That emotional wound never truly healed. Though Eric officially stepped away from Forrester Creations, he quickly found another creative outlet. Katie Logan Spencer did not recruit Eric or seek him out. He volunteered his services as her designer. To Eric, this arrangement was proof that his talent and relevance remained intact. To others, especially Ridge, it looked like a dangerous gamble. Ridge's concerns weren't about ego or control. They were about Eric's health. However, Eric bristled at any suggestion that he should slow down, determined to prove that he could still handle the demands of high-pressure fashion design. That determination soon collides with reality. Bill Spencer, focused on deadlines and results, begins pressuring Eric to complete the designs quickly. Bill's approach is business first, but the intensity of his demands adds to the physical and emotional strain Eric is already under. Complicating matters further is the secret surrounding Eric's involvement. Bill and Eric strongly encourage Liam Spencer to keep the arrangement quiet, but Liam immediately recognizes the risk. He admits outright that keeping secrets from his wife has never gone well for him. Despite his best efforts, the truth eventually comes out. Hope Logan Spencer senses something is off and pushes until Liam finally confesses. Once the secret is exposed, it sets off a chain reaction that leads directly to the week's most devastating moment. 2. Eric Forrester's health emergency changes everything. The most shocking and emotional must-see moment of the week arrives when Eric's health takes a frightening turn. Following Bill's pressure, Eric begins experiencing breathing difficulties. Donna Logan Forrester notices something is wrong almost immediately. Her concern escalates as Eric insists he's fine, brushing off her attempts to get him to see a doctor. Donna's instincts are right, but Eric's pride stands in the way. As the week progresses, Ridge and Brooke Logan Forrester join Eric, Donna, Katie, and Bill for what is meant to be a clarifying discussion. Instead, it becomes an explosive confrontation. During the meeting, Katie and Bill finally tell Ridge and Brooke the truth about Eric's secret design work. The revelation hits hard. Old resentments resurface, and blame begins flying across the room. Ridge, already racked with guilt over pushing his father out of the company, is blindsided by the deception. Eric, feeling cornered and judged, lashes out, particularly at his son. The emotional intensity proves too much. As Eric yells, his breathing suddenly worsens. What began as shortness of breath turns into a full-blown medical emergency. Panic sets in as Donna realizes the severity of the situation. Ridge immediately calls 911. The sight of Eric struggling to breathe is a gut punch for everyone involved. In that moment, arguments about pride, secrets, and business priorities fade away, replaced by fear and regret. Eric being rushed toward medical care marks a major turning point, not just for him, but for the entire Forrester family. The aftermath of this emergency will echo well beyond this week. 3. Ivy Forrester's spy games escalate a dangerous feud. While the Forrester family grapples with crisis, another storyline quietly builds toward confrontation. Will Spencer makes an attempt to smooth things over with Electra Forrester after recent misunderstandings. Unfortunately, his approach only makes matters worse. During a private rant, Will places much of the blame on Ivy Forrester, framing her as the instigator behind the ongoing tension. What Will doesn't realize is that Ivy is within earshot. Hidden behind a door, Ivy listens as Will criticizes her, his words confirming her worst suspicions. This moment of eavesdropping is more than petty spy work. It's a turning point in their rivalry. For Ivy, hearing Will's unfiltered thoughts hardens her resolve. Any lingering hope of reconciliation or mutual understanding disappears. Instead, this moment fuels resentment and sets the stage for escalation. The feud between Will and Ivy, already strained, now threatens to explode into open conflict. With Electra caught in the middle, the emotional fallout could spread quickly. This spy game moment may seem small compared to Eric's medical emergency, but its long-term consequences could be just as disruptive. For Taylor Hayes and Deacon Sharp, temptation that refuses to die. The third must-see storyline of the week revolves around unresolved desire and the dangerous choices it inspires. Taylor Hayes made a promise to herself to stay away from Deacon Sharp. She knew that seeing him again would only complicate her life and threaten the stability she's worked so hard to regain. Yet, temptation has a way of ignoring logic. Despite her resolve, Taylor finds herself unable to stop thinking about Deacon. The attraction between them hasn't faded, it's intensified. Both are haunted by fantasies they can't quite shake, and those thoughts are pulling them dangerously close to crossing a line. What makes the situation even more volatile is Deacon's deception. Rather than being honest with Sheila Carter Sharp about his feelings, Deacon continues to hide the truth. This secrecy is a ticking time bomb. Sheila is not known for forgiving betrayal, and the longer Deacon lies, the more explosive her eventual reaction is likely to be. When Sheila inevitably learns the truth, the consequences could be devastating for everyone involved. Taylor may believe she's in control of her emotions, but the week ahead suggests otherwise. One wrong move could unravel multiple relationships at once. Why this week matters. The February 16th to 20th week stands out because it doesn't just deliver shock value. It sets up long-term consequences. Eric's health emergency forces the Forrester family to confront uncomfortable truths about legacy, aging, and control. Ivy's eavesdropping exposes how fragile trust has become. Taylor and Deacon's temptation highlights how unresolved feelings can resurface at the worst possible time. Each storyline intersects with themes the bold and the beautiful does best: family conflict, moral gray areas, and the cost of secrets. Final thoughts. With medical crises, explosive confrontations, and forbidden desire all unfolding in a single week, the bold and the beautiful delivers a trio of must-see moments that no fan will want to miss. The choices made during this pivotal stretch will ripple through the canvas long after February ends, reshaping relationships and redefining loyalties. Which storyline are you most looking forward to watching during the week of February 16th to 20th, 2026?